Hello again, it's Jang here with the Mega Construx Halo Heroes Series 8 figures. These are sold individually in clear packages so you can see exactly what you're going to get in advance. I'll go through these one at a time, starting from the left. Master Chief in original Mark V armor from Halo CE as an official figure is something that fans have been asking for a very long time. So it's great to be able to get this finally. And I think that the molds that they did are very, very good for this scale and for the general proportions of these, these figures, which are not entirely lifelike. They're not entirely directly based off the in-game models. They're derived from them, but the proportions are not the same, with the heads being much larger. But again, given kind of the system that we have to work with here, I think that the designer or designers did very well here. And you see that there are paint applications around the backs of the upper leg armor, the hip, and also the back of the chest armor, and the same paint applications are continued, or that same pattern is continued around the front. Only the arms arms and shoulders get no paint apps for that. But I feel like the main color for the armor is a bit of a miss. What they show on the package art is a little bit closer. Certainly in many situations in game, you do get it a little bit more yellowish than what's shown here on this promotional art. A little bit more metallic as well, for sure. But this kind of metallic olive is just a little bit too dark and a little bit too yellowish. Definitely too dark and definitely too yellowish to my eye. I wish they had chosen something a little bit closer to proper, but the molds are good. I think that a closer color on the green would have made the dust and scratches, the wear, light blue paint applications stand out less than they do here. And then you get the assault rifle with, I believe that's a new paint application for this one in particular, kind of a classic paint application with just the gunmetal gray on top of black. Overall, a good looking figure, just off on the color in my opinion. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Recruit, still oddly one of my favorite armor sets, full sets in Halo 5 Guardians, being just the default one, the most basic one. But this has the charred skin, the charred variant on it with the colors, and the flames are painted again all the way around, so good job on the paint applications there. And there's also the skull printed on the top of the helmet. You can see it right there. And this one comes with the SMG with the Master Control, the Tron inspired scheme, which was very cool, especially for fans of Tron. But I mean, even folks who've never seen Tron, original or legacy, still liked that, at least for a while. Felt like everybody got it once it became available, and it kind of fell out of favor for a bit. I like the visor on this one as well. That's a really nice high metallic green, has a lot of shine, and in general I feel like this is a well produced figure. Everything's pretty crisp on it. Here's the new official Emil figure from Reach, and I feel comfortable calling this the Emil figure now. We previously got an Emil that I thought was a very good figure. As an official licensed character. I think we got some unofficial ones before that, but I thought this looked very good. I personally got unlucky with mine. My production run had the silver color for the skull print, or skull scratching, and no white on top of it. I think it was supposed to have both, either that or just be white. A lot of people got it with the greater contrast there. But even aside from that, the new one just blows the old out of the water with just how much detail is printed onto this. All the small paint applications with the little bits of silver. The face itself, the skull print, if you will, is done with both silver and the off-white kind of cream white color. So it's really showing the scratches. You can see that more towards the top of it, but it's really looking like it's scratched in with a lot of metallic shine in the silver parts of it. The kukri is done in two colors now, with the kind of orangish gold colored handle and then gunmetal gray blade. We've got some paint applications on the lower arm upper leg as well. The tactical shotgun has the gunmetal gray paint app on it. It's black as its base color. It's a little bit subtle, the difference between those two, but it's there, and you'll definitely notice it more in person. You got the print on the left shoulder armor, some scratches around the back as well. So yeah, this is everything we could ask for, in at least to me, out of an Emil figure at this scale for such a low price. I mean, to get better than this, you're gonna have to go custom, and I think that the face is done better than a lot of customs can be, just because they were able to create that at a very large scale, large size, and then scale it down. This is a generic Centurion with a very bright orange color, and I think an unfortunate choice for the visor. It's just red, and it almost looks like it's not there. When there's enough light shining on it, you basically don't see the color difference in person. So it almost looks like a miss, like it's missing that, which is just unfortunate given how much printing is done otherwise on the armor for this skin. They also get the Bloodthirst skin for the battle rifle there. That's not the best. I think just the production of mine in particular has some smearing for the white. It didn't stay in place and kind of moved just a little bit when the stamp came down, unless that's masked. I feel like that's a stamp on there, but some people will get it looking a little bit better. I just got a little bit unlucky with that. Still good for what it is. Overall, this whole figure looks really, really good to me. I usually don't like the brighter colors from Mega for their armor pieces because they tend to be a little bit translucent. You can see some light coming through. I don't see light coming through on this. This is the most opaque material, plastic material, that I've seen used, and it's multiple different types of plastic that they use. The harder plastic being used for the add-on armor pieces, softer used for the lower legs. I think possibly a harder compound again for the joints. They use a bunch of different plastics. It's not just one type in different colors, but all of it looks proper here. So I'm very happy with the quality. Just wish the visor had been done in a more contrasty color. Jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal! Is it a jackal? It's a jackal! So this jackal has the best arm print that I've seen Mega do for a skin tone, because it actually has the gradient there, which just looks really, really good to me. The head is just the same as they've done for quite a while now. There's a little bit of paint application on the body armor there, which looks good. Multiple colors. There's 2 colors that are printed there. The needler is done in this kind of dark orange color, like an apricot or apricot, however you choose to pronounce it, color. And they do have that one paint application for the needles themselves. And then the shield is printed up very nicely here. Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, these shields looked good to me just unprinted, but put some print on there that's good, and it's not just, a high production, real quick spray. Yeah, I'm very happy. So again, just top marks for production quality for something so cheap. This is obviously not going to be as desirable as the other figures for folks who are just going for a few display items, but it's a really high quality jackal to be able to get for displays. If you want to, just get some more jackals, you don't have to worry about going through the blind bags. It's a little bit more expensive than going through the blind bags, but you know what you're going to get. You don't have to worry about checking codes. Sometimes those are off a little bit on occasion. Just in general, you get a better figure here with more details and, better production than with the standard ones. So pretty good stuff here, as an option. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, you don't have to. Last up, a couple versions of Dr. Halsey here, right? Because they include Cortana in a new color. It's a light aqua, just a transparent, very, very, very pale light aqua, which is of course based off Halsey herself, and it stands to reason that they used the Cortana head mold, the most recent one, for the Halsey head. It all makes sense, but I don't like the face there. You know what it is? It's the mouth. The mouth area, the lips just look too big and thick, and I don't know. From a distance, this looks really good, but you get up close like this, and it kind of falls apart when you look at the details. The jacket is a separate piece. That's a silicone piece that fits over the top, so you can kind of see the waistline through there a little bit. I think that was a good choice rather than trying to go with a cloth piece or even just a single hard plastic mold. Production quality on this particular one that I got is not the best. You can see some little scrapes and a little bit of overprint and splash. It's just not the best in this case, but it's definitely good to get an official Halsey figure. I think that some folks will be able to improve the look of the face. Also, the face is too shiny. That's another thing that's bugging me here. It's just too shiny. Maybe just putting a clear matte over that will help a lot. Yeah, I think customizers will be able to do some real good with this. It's definitely a good starting point. And like I said, from any kind of distance, it looks very proper. And it's nice to get a new Cortana and just a new color. I personally prefer the darker, more true blue ones. But, to get another option is not a bad thing. In worst case scenario, you can consider that to be a different AI if you want. And that's the series. A very strong series on the whole, I believe. With just a few missteps along the way. I think the biggest mistake was in the choice of the main color for Master Chief. And I'm sure that some people will disagree with me on that, which is great. Because if you like what you see and you're able to pick one of these up, mine were sourced from Target. Fortunately, these actually did come out. They don't put too many on the shelves at a time, and they do get sorted through pretty quickly by collectors when they do appear. But they've not been too expensive so far on the aftermarket from what I've seen. But if you like what you see on any of these, it's not too difficult to get a hold of them. Hopefully for you. Definitely my favorite figure out of this series is Emil. It just feels like it's the best produced with the best design choices made on it. Hope I've shown you everything you wanted to see about these figures so you can make your own decisions about them. I will continue working to bring you more videos, and I'll talk to you again as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.